How top influencers really spend their money. Ever wondered how top influencers really spend their money? Do they save, invest, or blow it all on luxury? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on influencer spending habits. You'll be surprised at what's behind the glam. Stick around to the end and let me know in the comments. Would you spend money like them or differently? The glamorous side of spending. When you scroll through Instagram or TikTok, it seems like influencers are living in a world of luxury cars, designer bags, and dream vacations. But here's the truth. Much of that lifestyle is carefully curated for content. Take Kylie Jenner, for example. While she's a billionaire and can afford just about anything, her spending sets the tone for many influencers. Luxury cars like Ferraris, private jets, and massive real estate purchases are not just indulgences. They're status symbols. Other influencers imitate this because it gives the illusion of success, which in turn helps them attract more followers and brand deals. Another example is Kim Kardashian, who spends millions each year not only on luxury items, but also on maintaining her image. Professional stylists, personal trainers, and expensive cosmetic treatments. For her, this isn't just personal spending, it's an investment in brand Kardashian. But here's where it gets interesting. Not every influencer has billionaire money, yet many still try to project that same image. Luxury homes and real estate. One of the first big purchases influencers love to show off is their house. Think about Logan Paul. He famously bought a $13 million mansion in Puerto Rico. For him, it was partly about lifestyle, but also about tax savings, since Puerto Rico has favorable tax laws for wealthy individuals. Then you have David Dobrik, who went viral for gifting Teslas and surprising friends. Behind the scenes, he purchased a $9.5 million home in Los Angeles. But as the pandemic hit and brand deals slowed, maintaining that house became a huge financial burden. It's a reminder that buying a flashy home doesn't always mean financial security. It can also create massive debt. For mid-level influencers, homes are often bought on mortgages, sometimes stretched to the limit. A nice house makes for beautiful content, but it can also leave them vulnerable if income dries up. Cars and the obsession with speed. Cars are another favorite spending category. Think Jake Paul with his Lamborghini Huracan, or Addison Rae spotted in her Tesla Model X. For influencers, cars aren't just transportation, they're part of the brand identity. Expensive cars signal success, and they're easy content generators. Every car delivery, upgrade, or flashy road trip turns into a viral video. Yet, the reality is that many of these cars are leased or even borrowed. A leased Lamborghini makes the same impact in a photo as an owned one, but costs far less upfront. In fact, some influencers have admitted to renting luxury cars just for photo shoots, never actually owning them. It's less about driving the car and more about driving attention. Fashion, jewelry, and designer goods. We can't ignore the spending on fashion and jewelry. From Gucci bags to Rolex watches, influencers treat luxury brands as essential tools of the trade. Take James Charles. He's openly shared about spending heavily on designer fashion, seeing it as both personal style and a way to stay relevant in a highly image-driven industry. Similarly, Emma Chamberlain has been spotted in luxury outfits while balancing collaborations with major fashion houses. But here's a twist. Many influencers actually get these items for free or on heavy discounts through sponsorships. They might appear to spend a fortune, but in reality, they're leveraging partnerships. That means the jewelry, handbags, and even entire wardrobes sometimes come at little personal cost. Travel and experiences. Travel is another massive spending category. From first-class flights to private villas, influencers like Chiara Ferragni and Summer Rae post endless vacation content. To fans, it looks like constant luxury holidays. But here's what most people don't realize. Many of these trips are brand-sponsored. Tourism boards, hotels, or travel companies often cover the costs in exchange for exposure. Still, influencers spend on upgrades, exclusive parties, or experiences that help them stand out. For example, Mr. Beast takes travel content to another level. His videos feature expensive challenges and wild stunts, but behind the fun, there's huge spending. Unlike others, his spending is directly tied to content production, and he invests millions back into his channel. Health, beauty, and maintenance. A less obvious spending area is personal upkeep. influencers spend staggering amounts on health, beauty, and self-care routines. Consider Kylie Jenner again. Cosmetic procedures, skincare products, and wellness treatments are part of her regular spending. Khloe Kardashian has openly admitted to cosmetic surgeries and strict fitness investments. Even smaller influencers spend thousands on hair, nails, skincare, gym memberships, and cosmetic enhancements. Why? Because their appearance is their currency. Looking flawless keeps the followers engaged, and in many cases, it's part of their business model. Staff, management, and behind-the-scenes costs. We often forget that many influencers operate like small businesses. Kim Kardashian and Charli D'Amelio, for instance, have teams, managers, assistants, stylists, videographers. All of that costs serious money. Even YouTubers like Casey Neistat have invested in professional editors, equipment, and production teams. Influencers aren't just individuals anymore. They're often full-fledged companies, with payroll and operating expenses. This behind-the-scenes spending doesn't show up on Instagram, but it's a huge part of their reality. The not-so-glamorous side, debt and overspending. Now here's the reality check. Not all influencers are financially smart. Many end up in debt trying to maintain the illusion of success. Reports have shown mid-level influencers maxing out credit cards to buy designer goods or rent luxury apartments, just to keep up appearances. The cycle becomes dangerous. They need to look rich to attract brand deals, but the spending leaves them financially vulnerable. Even successful influencers like David Dobrik have admitted to feeling pressure to spend big for content. It's a reminder that not everything you see online is sustainable, or even real. Investments and smart money moves. Of course, not all influencers blow their money. Some make smart investments. Take Rihanna. While she started as a celebrity, she used her influence to launch Fenty Beauty, turning it into a billion-dollar empire. Similarly, Logan Paul invested in Prime, his energy drink company, which became a global phenomenon. Even influencers like Lily Singh have diversified, putting money into media projects, books, and other business ventures. The smartest influencers see beyond luxury spending and focus on building long-term wealth. Luxury parties and nightlife. Another major spending habit is on parties and nightlife. Influencers like Dan Bilzerian are infamous for throwing extravagant events that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. These parties aren't just for fun, they're a networking tool. Exclusive gatherings with celebrities, DJs, and other influencers help maintain status and create viral moments. But the truth is, these events burn cash fast, often without long-term financial return. Final thoughts. So how do top influencers really spend their money? It's a mix of luxury, image building, business investments, and sometimes reckless overspending. Some live in mansions and drive Lamborghinis, while others secretly struggle to pay rent. Behind the polished Instagram posts is a much more complicated financial reality. So now you know the truth about how top influencers spend their money. Some invest wisely, others burn through cash just for appearances. What about you? If you suddenly had influencer-level income, would you splurge on cars and fashion or save and invest? Drop your answer in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives.